Clash at the Castle, less than 24 hours away. And you know the Flex On podcast, we're talking about it live here tonight. Live stream, preview, prediction of Clash at the Castle. We'll be talking about it here on Flex On podcast. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. What's the favor? Hit that like button right now, hit that bell, and hit that subscribe button. Only place giving you your sports how you want it when you need it. It's the Flex On podcast, talking WWE, Clash at the Castle. Going on, Flex On family? It's your boy, God's favorite host, the host with the moist, back here, Flex On podcast. Got to make sure you can see me clearly. Talking Clash at the Castle. Raj is somewhere in here. I saw him just hop on the stream. But while you're watching right now, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that bell. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Let us know your thoughts about the show. And Queen Me is here. Ladies first, as always. First lady of the Flex On podcast. What's up? What's up, Raj? There you are. What's going on, Queen Man?
Hello. Hi, everybody.
What's up, Mia?
Hi. How are you guys?
Eating your dinner, Raj, man?
Hey, man. It is like a...
I know. Trust me, I know. What's up, Queen Man? How you feeling?
Hi. I'm doing so much better today than I was yesterday, so that is really, really good.
Good. I'm glad everything is going well for you and your loved ones. But Clash at the Castle, what are your thoughts heading into the show? UK show, early start time. A lot of big matches.
I definitely think that I think I'm gonna do pretty well on my predictions. All right, just put that out there. I think I'm gonna do pretty good. However, I know that there is a chance that I might not do as well as I did last time, but I'm okay with that. I think the show overall is going to be definitely something to watch. I'll be watching. I'm not going to be I'll probably be in and out of the stream, honestly, because I have a lot of business picking up. Pretty much business is picking up, so I have a lot of clients and stuff. I'll be dealing with that pretty much all day, and then I'm also going to be working in the evening, so my day is just it's stacked. But I am going to try and make it in the stream. I think that the show is going to be pretty good, honestly. Given this past week of wrestling, I think that the show is going to be pretty good.
Well, business is booming. Raj, what are your thoughts on the show, my brother, before bringing our next participant here?
I think it's going to be a pretty good show. I'm looking forward to Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. I want to see what else happens in this show. I'm pretty sure it's going to be probably a 2.5 hour to 3 hour show. And I'm pretty sure Triple H is going to bring it like he always brings it when it comes to pay-per-views like he used to do in NXT. So I'm looking forward to it. I want to see the main event. And I'm pretty sure you're going to go through the rundown of the matches. So yeah. I'll talk about it when you get to those.
Let's bring in the big Oos, the right-hand man.
What's going on, people?
T-shirts.
Hello.
I think you got on the Bloodline T-shirt. Could this be the last night that shirt is?
Come on.
It was useful. I don't know.
Even though you kind of spoiled it, I still watched it.
I mean, I didn't really. I did spoil it, but
I mean, I already kind of saw
really.
it, so I wasn't surprised.
I mean, you already knew what was going to happen in a way. But like I said, appreciate you, brother. What you thinking about this show? I know you have been talking about it for a while. I know you're excited.
Yeah, it's finally here. It took long enough. So I think it's gonna be a good show.
Yeah, it's been since July since last picture. Well, let's get to it. I ain't gonna hold you guys too much longer, but I gotta start with the big main event. I want to get everybody's prediction and thoughts on the Undisputed Championship match. Roman Reigns against Drew McIntyre. This match is basically in Drew McIntyre's backyard. There's been speculation that there's been discussion about Roman dropping the titles. Hello. And there's been speculation about possibly some surprises as well. Really, this could go a lot of ways. I really don't know what's going to happen. I can't lie to you. Queen May, I'm going to start with you. You know how this game goes. Who wins?
I think that Roman is going to retain. However, I think he's going to retain by disqualification due to interference on behalf of either Karrion Kross or The Fiend.
Real quick, I'm going to let you finish that. Got to bring in Leo. Leo's in here. Leo, what's going on, brother?
Hello, everybody.
Is your boy Key here?
Yeah, he coming in.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I see him. I think he's backstage. Key, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Good, man. Welcome into the Flex Zone, man. Appreciate you being in. We talking Clash of the Castle. Yeah, man. No problem. Thank you.
Palace.
Yes, Mark. Yes, we did make it on. Has technical difficulties, but we're here. So, Queen, hold on. For prediction purposes, because you do a lot of ifs and whiffs, and we don't do that here on the Flex Zone podcast. You said, I got to write this down. You said Roman's going to win. I mean, Drew's going to win, but Roman retains the belt. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So you're seeing some charcuterie happening over here.
Pretty much. I don't think that's going to happen, Clean. I think he is going to retain by disqualification due to outside interference.
I can't just say.
Okay. All right. Key, you're new here, bro. Real quick, I want to get your thoughts on the show, and I got to get your prediction. We do predictions here. I want to get your prediction on the Roman Reigns Drew McIntyre match. It's probably the biggest match, I think, probably of the weekend, in my opinion, because it's unpredictable. What's your thoughts, man?
All right, so first I'll start off with SmackDown. Out of 1 through 10, I gotta rate this week's SmackDown about a 6.5. Honestly, I feel like it was all over the place. Could have been booked better. Now, as far as the Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre match, I'm not gonna say quote me on this, but I do believe a interference from Braun Strowman is in order here. Just because I have realized that although Karrion Kross is still a factor in all of this, them bringing back Braun Strowman and as eager as they were to announce the fact that he's back, I don't believe they're going to wait until Monday and be like, oh, he's going to challenge the winner. They do need a monster like heel, and I was talking to Leo about this a little earlier. Bringing Braun Strowman back in as a monster heel, they don't have that. They don't have that big heel that can play a main factor into any sort of feud that is currently going on. So I believe Braun Strowman coming in as a monster heel and helping Roman Reigns win just to later on down the road take his title is probably what's going to happen.
Leo, go ahead, bro. What's your prediction?
Okay, so I'm going to go for something different. Just for the sake of being different, I'm going to say Drew. But if I have to pick out of Roman and Drew, I would pick Drew. But I don't think this is going to happen. Here's why. What is the concept of Money in the Bank? You get to cash in on whatever championship you want.
No.
Austin Theory comes down and cashes in, makes it a triple threat. He pins Drew, takes the WWE title back to Raw, and you split the titles officially. You still keep a title on Roman. He doesn't take a pin. He still looks strong in defeat, but he doesn't take a pin. Drew takes the pin, and you have a win-win situation. So if Drew's not winning, then I'm going to go with Austin Theory. But I don't think Roman's going to leave with both titles.
Lamar, I mean, you got the shirt on, but
I'm not going to lie. I'm going to have to say my boy retains, but it's going to be some tricky interferences in the whole entire match, probably. If not one, probably about 3. I got to agree with Leo as far as Theory possibly making an attemptable cash in. And, I got to go with the other prediction of possibly maybe seeing Strowman or somebody's going to return before Raw, and we might have more than one return throughout the entire show.
I'll get to the surprises. Raj, I want to get your thoughts on who you think's going to win, my brother.
I think Roman Reigns is going to beat Drew McIntyre for like the third time. And he didn't fought each other like I don't know how many times.
I lost
beat his,
count.
like, I don't know how many times. I don't see Drew McIntyre beating him. I do see Karrion Kross interfering though and finding a way to screw Drew McIntyre out of his chance of winning the WWE Championship. So I don't think he's going to just flat out just lose. But yeah, Roman's going to retain the titles. I don't see why they would take the titles off of him now. If anything, you want to wait until WrestleMania to take the titles off of him, and maybe have, I guess, Mia's favorite person take the titles, which is Cody Rhodes. But if not before then they can have Austin Theory probably do something before that. But I would wait until
Y'all just gonna keep playing with me.
I would wait till WrestleMania to take the titles off of Roman, and then allow Cody to take the titles, and then let Austin Theory cash in.
Okay.
And I think I agree that I think Roman is going to retain the titles, but I do think that there's going to be some interference tomorrow.
Got you. Yeah, I think it's going to be something. I just don't see how they're going to have Drew lose. Now, I do think this is going to happen. I think we're going to get Broken Dreams. We're going to get Broken Dreams.
Yes.
We
need it. Here for Broken Dreams. Okay.
We got to bring that song back.
If that does happen, just remember where you heard it first. But you'll get Broken Dreams. I think he does win, but I think somehow Queen Mia, I kind of agree with you. I think it's going to be some Vince McMahon tomfoolery with some.
Oh God, no, I agree with Mia. Jesus.
No,
and this is my theory, not Austin theory, but this is my theory. Tyson Fury is going to be there tomorrow.
Yeah,
I think the Usos try to come out and do Uso things, Paul Heyman, whomever, and I think we get Tyson Fury interfering, breaking up the Usos, trying to cheat Drew, and we get Drew winning via DQ. Probably Claymore's Roman, sends the fans home happy, but Roman keeps the belt. So something along those lines. I think Tyson Fury is going to play a factor in this match somehow. That's my prediction. I know he's going to be there, and I think it's only right to have him somehow interfere with this match. And they'll probably somehow, like I said, run this back for the 13th time, or do the triple threat with them and Karrion Kross. So, all right. Any other thoughts on this match before I move on?
Yeah, I would like to change my prediction. Somebody did say something. He said something that made perfect sense, right? Which is the factor of Karrion Kross. Now, this is what I think should end up happening. I do think Karrion Kross should interfere. And like Leo said, I do believe that Austin Theory should cash in. Now, this is what I do believe should happen. As he cashes in, on Monday Night Raw, this is what most people don't factor in, is the fact that it does say you can cash in on any champion, anytime, anywhere. Although the titles are unified, they're not one belt. Meaning, if he does cash in, he only is cashing in on one specific belt. He's not cashing in on both.
That is true.
Now, what would factor this into a Cody Rhodes match would be Austin Theory losing the belt to Karrion Kross somewhere down the line, which would set up Cody Rhodes versus Karrion Kross at a WrestleMania.
Okay. All right. Hey, I mean, any way they do it, I mean, we'll see. I think they're going to come up with something creative, but
I was going to say, I'm going to add to mine. It might be a fatal four-way between Drew, Roman, and Karrion Kross, and if Austin Theory. So,
I just don't think we'll see Theory just because of the whole Gargano situation. I think they're going to let them have their own thing on the side. And I think you'll get Gargano and Theory at Extreme Rules. That'll be Gargano's first match back next month. And I think they'll hold off on Theory. But we'll see. I'm going to go to the lady side. I'm about a match that I'm not going to say it's a bathroom break match because I love me some Shayna Baszler. But Shayna Baszler taking on Liv Morgan, SmackDown Women's Championship match. Queen Bee, I'm going to start with you. Did Shayna Baszler finally get her due under Triple H?
She better. For multiple reasons. For the simple fact that it's long overdue. She has definitely put interest in this title that was not there, and it hasn't been there for some time now. I will say, I've seen all of her segments since she's been in here. I am thoroughly. I also think that she should also get her original theme song back. So I would like to see that as one of the things tomorrow. But I wholeheartedly do think that she is winning, and I don't think the match is going to be a squash match, but I also don't see it being very long. I think Shayna should make quick work of her, and then go on about her business.
So you're going with Shayna making quick work.
And Baszler.
Raj, what's up? Who you got winning, man?
Something tells me this is going to be a screwy finish, and I don't think that Liv Morgan's going to lose the belt. I think she's going to keep the belt. I don't think Shayna loses either, though. I think something's going to happen where Liv is going to have like a trick up her sleeve, and somebody probably interferes, and then
Very interesting.
probably Ronda Rousey ends up having to interfere with Shayna Baszler, and we get some type of interaction with both of them together, which might be leading to something with them two actually wrestling together. So I think Liv keeps the title for now.
Key, you want to go ahead next, bro? Oh, Key jumped out. Leo.
Y'all know when it comes to the women, Liv Morgan is one of my favorite wrestlers. I'm gonna pick Liv here. I think you're gonna keep this title on her just a little bit longer. I don't think the fans are behind her enough to give her the title. I feel like you have to build her back up and keep building her, giving her more wins. What I think can happen out of this is you could have Shayna be close to winning, but something happens to where you get Ronda come in and she tries to interfere, but it ends up backfiring on Shayna and Liv wins. Or you could do something, have them team up in the future. I think that's something that I can see happening, being in the tag division. I just don't think her time is yet. I love Shayna, but I don't think her time is right now. Liv is going to retain that title.
Can I interject, please?
Sure.
Yes.
All right. So you said some things just now that I'm trying to compute, but the math is not mathing, so I wanna address them.
Okay.
Because when you first said that the fans are not behind her, I thought you were talking about Liv, which is true in this case. However, then towards the end of your statement, you said you don't think Shayna is ready, but I think that you're forgetting that she, like, her title reign in NXT under Triple H, the longest, the most dominant, one of the most credible runs outside of, like, for NXT Women's Champions outside of Asuka. And so that is something that you have to remember. And then also, when talking about Ronda Rousey interfering, I think even a little bit that she would interfere and screw Shayna over, I think it's just a little bit outside of the box, specifically because they're besties.
Yeah, they're besties. What I could, I mean, I get
they're best friends, and there has been no inkling whatsoever that they are not, that they're not cool. There's no inkling that they're gonna tussle. There's no inkling that they are anything less than what we already know them to be. And so I think that if she does interfere, it would be on behalf of Shayna. However, I think that it could lead to something personal with Ronda and Liv, because Liv was running her mouth a lot, might I add. And so I think that there's a lot to be said there. But
you're right. I mean, when I was saying that, I said she might get involved, but it might end up backfiring. Like, she's gonna try to help Shayna, but it ends up not going as planned, and somehow Liv just pulls a trick up her sleeve and gets away with the title by a landslide.
Okay.
Or another way I've thought about doing it, she might win, like kind of how she did at like SummerSlam. Ronda comes out, and both Ronda and Shayna beat the crap out of her. And who comes out to make the save? nobody else but Charlotte to come out and make the save because there's
Don't wish that on us. Don't wish that on us.
Please don't wish that on
Don't
us.
She
wish
is
that
she is
on
due to
us.
come back though.
She probably is coming back though. He's probably not wrong. But I don't want her to be able to.
I'm just spitballing here. I'm not a Charlotte fan, but I'm just trying to think of different ideas here. So, but I think Liv's gonna probably escape with the title, and then she might lose it to Ronda at the next pay-per-view or something.
So another escape.
Go ahead, Keith.
All right. So this is gonna be my prediction on the match. I'm gonna just take a far shot since we're on the terms of Triple H just bringing people back at this point. I'm gonna just go ahead and say I'll take an interference from Ronda, but just like I said with Braun Strowman, the women's division is missing that giant. You have, I believe her name's like Raquel Rodriguez. Not really sure how to say her pronounce her name. She's not really doing much.
Get your
Smiley. Mrs. Smiley.
So
Get your Colgate ready.
She's not really doing much, right? So as the women division needs a giant or a monster, so to say, I'm gonna just go as far as to say Ronda Rousey interferes, and we have a surprise return from Nia Jax, causing Liv to, retain her title, and we kind of go have a Liv Morgan, Nia Jax little thing going on here, where it's like Nia Jax is Liv's bodyguard, her insurance policy, so to say.
I actually like that. I like that idea.
That. And this gives her that ego that
she keeps the hole closed. Make sure she keeps the hole closed.
She has that ego, so it works.
Hey, if she ain't wrestling and hurting people, I'm cool with it. She's
gonna be the silent assassin.
Her first order of business is gonna be to take Ronda out.
She's the silent assassin.
I was gonna say I have Liv retaining, but I think we're gonna see Charlotte Flair return, and probably Ronda. And they're gonna try to have something to do with the match itself, as far as costing Shayna to lose the title.
Okay.
Yeah, I think
I'm afraid that she don't.
I want Shayna to win so bad, but I just feel like Charlotte's coming back and Ronda's going to be. They're not going to have the big show without both of those women somehow.
Give her the Rumble, bro.
Whatever happens, it's probably going to lead to Extreme Rules.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could get a triple threat or some sort of match down the line.
That's what I thought we was going to get here.
Byron, you said Shayna?
I got Liv, but I want Shayna to win. I just feel like they're not going to take the title off Liv yet because Charlotte's coming back. I think Ronda's going to get involved. I think kind of like Leo said, Ronda's going to come out.
Yeah.
Charlotte's going to come out. It's going to probably end up being like maybe a fatal four-way down the line or something like that.
Well, I also do have something else as far as that goes. There were plans, I want to say it was last year, that were popping up all over PW Insider, that they were setting up for Shayna versus Ronda at WrestleMania. Which I could see that happening, just playing a factor that Liv's arm is injured in some way, shape, or form. So, as Shayna said, that is her game plan to instantly target that arm. But just because I do think it might be too early to start Shayna's run, as the women's division is lacking, some talent that's not there, unless they're going to pull people from NXT up to the main roster. I do think Shayna could win, but her run's going to be pretty boring until WrestleMania.
Any final thoughts on this match?
Nah.
I'll stick with the other women's match we got. 6-woman tag match. Bianca Belair, Alexa Bliss, and Asuka versus, what is it, Damage Control? Bayley, Dakota, and Io Sky. I mean, I was pissed off what happened Monday, but that's not for another day. Lamar, I'm going to start with you. I'll go bottom to top. Who you think wins?
Oh, I'm pulling for Bianca and Alexa and Asuka because I can't stand Karen and the other two. Bayley looks like a Karen. I'm sorry.
No, she looked like the person I sent you on the group chat.
I guess with everything that's happened, it's gonna be some. I don't know. It's gonna be some tricks up. Both teams are gonna try to have some. They're gonna try to be sneaky, and it's gonna be a good match. But I'm pulling for Team Bianca on that one.
Leo,
I'm gonna have to go with the heel win here because I think since they didn't get the titles, I think you have to give them some credible win if you want us fans to take them seriously as a trio, as a faction. You want them to get a big win. Now I know there's gonna probably be some shenanigans and stuff like that. I just think if we would have had Dakota and Io win on Raw, we could have had a winner-take-all match here. And I think Bayley could, if she gets a win, if she pins one of those three, I don't think Bianca's can pin. I think it's going to probably be Asuka taking the pin here. I'm a huge Asuka fan, but she's taking the pin here. I'm sorry. But you're going to have Bayley have that ego, and this is going to lead to having Bayley versus Bianca, probably at Extreme Rules for the Raw Women's Championship. And that's how you're going to get to the Raw Women's title match with this win for her team. So I have Bayley, Dakota, and Io winning.
Interesting.
Go ahead, Key.
Now, I'm going to do this again just because Triple H is in charge and the women's division is lacking. You have to also factor in that WWE is trying to get Sasha Banks back. So, if they get Sasha Banks back, they have no other choice but to also bring back Naomi, as they never lost the title. So I'm going to go as far here to say as I'll take the Hills in this, just because Bayley did just come back. You want them to start off strong. You want people to take them serious. You're not going to instantly throw them an L like that. An L like that can be very detrimental to someone's momentum, because now how are you going to have them bounce back from that L? Right? So what I do, I agree with Leo. I believe like this, that this is going to lead to Sasha Banks, Naomi, and somebody else. I'm going to say Cameron maybe, just because we did see her at the Royal Rumble. She was in that match. I'm going to just say that's going to lead into, who knows, a women's trio division in some way, shape, or form.
Go ahead, Queen Man. Why are you making that face? What's up?
Like, they don't even have enough women to make a credible division at all for their tag team. So I definitely don't see them making a trios division. Nothing trio related. I do like if they do end up bringing back all three of them. That's it'll be something. But that's neither here nor there. I'm going with Team Bianca. However, I will say I am expecting a vicious, nasty sort of beat down afterwards, like immediately after that pin is scored. I'm expecting a beat down, because while I wholeheartedly agree, while a loss can be detrimental to their momentum, I do believe that if the pin happens quick, fast, and in a hurry, while the other two are distracted, not while they're taking out or anything, but just while they're distracted with the other two opponents, I think Bianca will score that pin. But then immediately, Bayley's going to come in, and because I personally see Dakota taking that pin from Bianca, a KOD, and then Dakota takes that pin, and then Bayley and Io coming in and just like trying to like outright like demolish them with a pretty nasty beatdown. But I'm going with Team Bianca.
But everybody in that match is also hungry for Bianca's title too.
Right.
I'm going with Bayley, Dakota Kai, and Io Sky. I think they're going to win this match. I think they're going to cheat to win. And I think that Sasha Banks and Naomi is going to come in and save the day for those other three ladies. So I think the baddies win. The baddie's going to win this match. And I think the good guys take the L. But I think Sasha and I think Naomi's going to come back surprisingly. And they're going to find a way to get a victory and win. Not a victory, but they're going to make a surprise return. Yeah, that's what I got.
I see them coming back at Monday Night Raw.
I just thought about some, y'all.
Go ahead, Liv.
You know how Bayley and her trio works? They kind of like to take people out. What they could do, I'm not saying they'll go this route, but I think it'll be interesting. Before their match, Bayley and her goons take out Alexa and Asuka. They're unable to compete. Now it looks like Bianca has to go into this match alone. And out of nowhere, you have Naomi and Sasha come back, and they replace Alexa and Asuka. And then that becomes the 3-on-3 match.
So Black Girl Magic versus Damage Control.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Hills.
I think I'm gonna go with that too.
But I would like to see this personally, but it probably won't happen this way.
Okay.
You got Dakota, Io, and Bayley.
The female version of Io.
Got
it.
three there. You got Bianca, Alexa, and you got Asuka. I think Survivor Series, they want to eventually. I think they're getting War Games at Survivor Series. You need 5 women. I think personally, why not let Sasha and Naomi play the heel role? They were criticized and called unprofessional, and they threw the title
Never lost
down.
titles to
They
begin with.
walked out. Why not put Bailey and Sasha, best friends in real life? Great, work great together. Naomi, we've been wanting Naomi to turn heel forever, possibly join the bloodline, have them
That is
join
true.
up with them, and then have maybe Becky come back if she comes back, or not have Raquel and Aaliyah together. You could do a 5-on-5 women's war game, something like that. And I think lead up to something in Survivor Series. But I do think Bailey is coming for Bianca's title. Now, do they take the title off Bianca? Triple H is a big Bianca guy, but Triple H is just as big a Bailey guy. They both have kind of helped the women's revolution, quote unquote. So it'll be interesting to see what they do. I think they are going to get a match because they were supposed to have a match before Bailey got hurt last year. But I do think Dakota, Io, and Bailey get the win there. But Sasha and Naomi, it's not if, but when are they coming back? But I think they'll hold it off a little bit. I don't think Triple H is going to shoot as wide all tomorrow, but we'll see. I'm gonna go to another match before I get to my 2 favorite matches of the card. This Judgment Day stuff with Edge, Mysterios, and Judgment Day. Key, you don't look too excited over there. Is it putting you to sleep, man? That's your bathroom break.
Look, okay, this whole Judgment Day thing, I'm gonna just say that they should scrap it. I'm gonna be honest here, because after this Mysterio and Edge feud, if something big doesn't happen in this match, that's going to make Judgment Day look like some form of top tier competition, whether in the tag division or singles division, then there would be no point of them having this 3-on-3. I'm not saying squash the Mysterios by any means, but it's a lose-lose. If the Judgment Day loses, they will no longer be taken serious. But if Edge loses in this comeback, he will also no longer be taken serious. And 9 times out of 10, his push is not going to really mean anything, because it's like, well, you just lost to the Judgment Day.
So who you got winning?
I'm going to just go ahead and say Judgment Day needs to win this match.
Got you. You see any foolery going on with Dominic, the sub to Rhea Ripley?
I'm going to say no. But at the same time, just because of what's been going on and the way he's been acting towards Edge, if he does decide to join the Judgment Day, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I'm just kind of, with the whole Judgment Day thing, it kind of bores me in a way, because it doesn't seem like it has any real direction with it.
Queen Mia, you laughing? Were you laughing at me?
Mm-hmm.
He is Rhea Ripley's sub. That's a nice way of saying her snitch. The word that rhymes with snitch.
I mean, she's She-Hulk.
Yeah, she's She-Hulk, and he's the guy that likes to be She-Hulk. Death by Snoop.
Yeah.
You like the future wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Go ahead.
This is what's going to happen with that match. Dominic's going to turn heel. The Judgment Day is going to win. They're going to beat the living hell out of Edge and Rey Mysterio. They're going to have fun doing it. Dominic's going to beat the living hell out of his dad. And what's going to happen is it's going to be Dominic Mysterio having a whole total different look down the line. He's going to look badass. He's going to change his whole persona. Hopefully get rid of that ridiculous mullet. And
Becky Hart mullet.
Yeah, that piece of shit. I hate that hairstyle. I'm sorry. But
it's not the worst. Honestly, there's something about a mullet that just screams.
Just get a buzz cut.
No offense to everybody that rocks a mullet, but there's just something inherently racist about that hairstyle, and I'm not even going to argue about it.
Well, I'm not going to say it's racist. I just hate the style.
Nah, I second what she said.
but yeah. I think the Judgment Day wins. I think Dominic turns heel, and I think that is going to get ugly on tomorrow's show. Real ugly. But ugly is what Triple H likes. So anytime there's a beatdown, I'm all for it.
You just want to see somebody get their ass whooped. Go ahead, Queen Man.
Like last week. Damn right.
I also think that Judgment Day needs this credibility because they have not been credible so far. I'm gonna throw in a curveball right here. I know we already discussed the women's match, but I also would not be opposed to seeing Rhea Ripley interfere in that women's title match just to screw over Liv, because she might feel like she deserved to be in that spot over Liv. However, that's just the curveball. I don't really give a shit about it either way. But if that happens, I'm not gonna be mad at it. I do think that Judgment Day needs to win, so I'm gonna pick them.
Lamar, you did pick the Mysterios to win at SummerSlam, which I didn't see happening. But
yeah, and as much as I hate to say it, I'm a pull for the two legends because this whole entire storyline is stupid. And at this point, I don't care if Damian and Finn win or lose at this point. It just the whole storyline needs to end. But I do see some goofiness. I do see possibly Dominic turning heel if the Judgment Day does win. But I'm pulling for the Edge and Rey Mysterio just for it to be all over with.
Leo,
I think Judgment Day are going to win. I think if you want to make them seem like a threat or like some type of threat or anything, you have to have them win. I think Dominic is going to turn heel and he's going to acknowledge Rhea Ripley as his mom, pretty much. He's going to acknowledge Rhea Ripley as his
he's going
mom.
to get on his hands and knees and bark like a dog, like Trish Stratus.
Pretty much. But what I would say, if they do decide to have the Judgment Day thing happen, have Dominic in there, if you break them up, what I think they could do, and I think it will work, Dominic, he doesn't have that charisma. I think you give Rhea Ripley, let Rhea Ripley be the bodyguard for Dominic, similar to how China was to Eddie Guerrero back in the day. Eddie Guerrero was in his earlier prime years. He wasn't really the Eddie that we were used to seeing. So I think if you do something like this for Dominic, you can probably make him seem like a threat and have him probably take a championship at some point. And you're building a new star in the long run. So I definitely think this could be a beneficial way for Dominic to possibly get out his father's shadows and build a legacy for himself. So I do think Judgment Day are going to win here.
Yes, Mark. Death by Snooze is the best way to go out. If you don't know, look it up. But make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button if you're watching right now. Let us know your thoughts on your predictions for the show as we move along. Any other thoughts on Judgment Day? I'm going with Judgment Day. I don't really have too much to say. Probably Dominic turns heel. Probably get the father versus son match for Ray's retirement at WrestleMania or something like that.
And I meant to throw this in earlier when we talked about the Roman and Drew match. We also possibly, along with the interference of the Usos, possibly we might see their brother make his debut at Clash of Castle too. So,
He said Dominic gonna whoop his dad's ass. Okay, music on.
Okay, so I do have something to say about the whole Dominic turning heel thing. If he does decide to turn heel, I feel like they need to change his moveset and get him out of his father's shadow if he's ever going to be any type of credible threat. Because if you're wrestling in the style of your father who has been doing this for years, you don't think in every single match you're using his style, he's going to be ahead of you. Nobody wants to see you beat your father with his own style. We want to see you develop your own style and beat your father.
I agree on that.
I agree. Because I don't think he's very good. But
get rid of NXT bound. He's NXT bound right now. He needs to go to NXT.
I'm gonna go with my two favorite matches of this card. I don't care what you say; these are going to be the two best matches of the show, and I think one of these are going to open the show. I don't know which one, but we can argue that later. I'm gonna go IC title match: Gunther, Sheamus. I'm already hurting. My chest is already turning red. Definitely giving me NXT Black and Gold vibes. Everybody here just started smiling when I announced this match. Queen May, you got your hand up. Ladies first. Go ahead.
Thank you. Listen, if this doesn't open the show, I'm not going to watch the rest. I'm just playing.
Oh, God.
I'll watch the rest, but I think that in order for you to really get the show going, you need to open up with this because this is the only thing on the card that people are not either automatically going to walk away from, or they're automatically going to step. And I feel like with both of these being, foreign people, both of them, Walter, competed on his home turf for a very long time, but Sheamus hasn't been home competing in this level for a really, really long time. Like since he tagged with Cesaro, I'm talking, that's how long it's been since he's been competing at this level. So this is going to be an extremely good match. And honestly, I personally, I'm going to go ahead and say Sheamus is going to win here. However, I do think he's going to be bruised up. I think it's going to be bruised up, but I do see him taking a victory.
Now, the only title Sheamus hasn't won is the IC title, which will make him a Grand Slam champion. And this is the first time the IC title has been defended since WrestleMania 37, the Nigerian Wakanda drum match with Big E and Apollo Crews. So,
Nigeria Wakanda.
That's what it was, man. It was a cultural appropriation match. But
that was
I mean, what do we usually call him again?
Who?
Never mind. Continue. I'm sorry. Never mind. Continue.
Yes, but yes. Thank you everybody for watching. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Raj, you going with Gunther or Sheamus? Who has been putting on bang after bang?
That's not his name. His name is Walter. We will address him as such.
At this point, they're not going to change it back. I got to let it go. I got to let it go. They're not going to change it back.
Look, man. All I know is I wanted Ludwig Kaiser to get his chest completely destroyed tonight by Gunther, but it didn't happen. But I do see Sheamus and Gunther / Walter destroying each other tomorrow. I think it is going to be a phenomenal match. I think that Sheamus is going to give it his all as always, but Gunther's going to win because I don't think he needs to lose the title just yet. It's going to be a slobber knocker, as D said in the comment section. See slobber knocking good, and it's going to be a slobber knocker. And they're going to get a lot of time because
it's JR. By the gods.
Triple H books very well, so they're going to get a lot of time to get their shit over. So I can't wait, man. I can't wait to see that match. I can't wait.
He said Triple H.
Mark, why would you ever talk about Triple H like that?
Nope.
Well, Mark has no filter. That's why Mark.
Mark.
All right, so I'm gonna say this about this match, just because I really do want Walter to lose. I'm not gonna lie. Just because I've been watching Sheamus for as long as I can possibly remember since his debut, right? When he went and dominated John Cena, he was dominating the WWE, and I do feel like we need that Sheamus back, at least for just a little bit. I refuse to acknowledge Gunther as Gunther. His name is Walter. So I would just go ahead and say Walter does need to keep the title and bring it back to its prestigious days, because it hasn't been prestige or used the correct way in so long. And I feel like Sheamus, and I refuse to call him Butch, but Sheamus and Pete Dunne, and I don't even know the other guy's name because he's kind of irrelevant. Yeah. But I do feel like in this category of intercontinental championship matches, you're going to want the belt to stay on Walter because his matches have more of a big fight field than Sheamus's will until they start pushing Sheamus the right way and get him out of this little stable he's currently in.
Leo?
I'm going to say Walter wins this. I think this match is going to probably go at least a good 20 minutes. They're going to probably give it their all. What I will say about Sheamus, hopefully they bring back his old theme, because I love his old theme way better than this one.
Yes.
And just think of the pop that he would get, because when you look at their feud, they kind of been treating Sheamus more like on the babyface side than they have for really Walter. So I think we might get Sheamus' old theme back, but I don't think Sheamus is going to win here. I think you want to keep Walter with that title at least till WrestleMania.
Go ahead, Lamar. You going with your boy Sheamus or you going with Gunther?
I'm going to go for Mayonnaise boy. Only because...
Which one? I'm just gotta specify for the people, man.
Or like I call him the muscular Chucky from Rugrats. So that's what I'm gonna go with.
Damn. That's a good one. That's a good one.
Muscular Chucky.
Oh man,
that's a good one.
Or the UK Brock Lesnar, pretty much.
Oh god.
I mean, he really is. He's wrecking people.
I mean, I don't know. I've been a fan of. It took me a while to Sheamus grew on me, so I'm gonna pull for him just because he's been in the league longer, and I do want to see him as a Grand Slam champion, and it's gonna be a good one. So, but at the same time, I feel like Pete Dunne and all the other jabronis are gonna try to interfere and cause him to lose.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna pull for Sheamus all the way through.
Hey, Lamar, bitch is not going to get involved, okay? Oh, I'm sorry, but is not going to get involved, all right?
Because he'll be on his leash.
He had on his gear tonight. He had on his gear. He's gonna be Pete Dunne again one day soon. That could be a perfect story to break away from Sheamus. I'm not Butch. I'm nobody's bitch. I'm Pete Dunne. There you go. Right
It
there.
would be wrong.
I like that.
So,
I'm Butch, nobody's bitch. I like that. I like that.
I
That's
would
good.
personally be super offended if they wanted me to go back to a time, like to the place where I was once the most dominant thing to step in between the ropes, and my name is Butch. I'll be damned.
I hope he gets his whole theme
I'll
song
be
back
damned.
too.
No.
I mean, that's the
I'm
only way to
calling
work
this right
themselves
now.
out this corner. That's the only way to work themselves out the corner. They got to turn him from Sheamus. I'm not your bitch. I'm not Butch. I'm Pete Dunne. Then he just goes back to Pete
They
Dunne.
actually might turn on Sheamus too.
Yeah,
What if he said
that's
that?
exactly
What
how
if he
you
said-
would do it.
What if he says that basically he says, and I'm done with
You doing,
you.
fella?
I'm calling it right now. We're getting Pete Dunne versus Walter for the IC out of WrestleMania. I'm calling
Or
it
it could
right
be Pete Dunne versus.
I also have a very important question. Right? How many chops / what is it called? The beats of, I don't even know how to say that last
Beat
word.
to the
Do y'all
bowel.
guys think that we'll see?
Beat
Yeah,
to the bowel.
how many of those do y'all think we're gonna see?
About 20 of those.
I ain't never going to count
15 chops.
We getting 15 to 20 chops.
until it's.
I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna say 30 chops. Sheamus is gonna leave looking like he got into a kendo stick match, and I'm gonna say Walter's gonna leave with maybe 10 beats to the chest, maybe 10.
He's getting 30 chops. 30 because it's been 30 years since they last been to UK for a UK pay-per-view. That's 30 chops for Sheamus.
I'll be surprised if they can even walk after the match is over.
Their testicles are gonna look like ground beef by the time this match is over.
I'm calling it. This is gonna be worse than the Cody Rhodes whooping that happened on AEW a while back.
That was a good ass whooping too.
Man, you can't bring it up quick a Walter chop. I'll be done. Let's get to my other second favorite match that I'm looking forward to. Matt Riddle. Yes, he got his name back. And Seth freaking Rollins. This has been building. Triple H took it off SummerSlam because he wanted to give him more time to build. Monday they went off on each other. It felt real. Felt amazing. They had
it got personal.
Got personal. I'm excited to see it. Lamar, who you think's gonna win, man? You going with the Joker or you going with the fighter?
Well, I like the pumpkin, but I'm gonna go for the underdog. I'm gonna go for Riddle.
Clean win.
It's gonna be some. I don't know. It's the way it all built up and with the whole personal stuff going on. It's gonna be intense. Now, how it's gonna end, I don't know, but I'm pulling for Riddle regardless.
Raj, I'm gonna go to you, but let the people know what to do. They are in here. They want to know what's up.
Hey, and if you're just joining us, please hit that like and subscribe. We're talking WWE Clash at the Castle preview. And, we pretty much, letting everybody know what we think is going to be the best matches of the night. So hit that subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and hit that like button for more. But let me get to my prediction to this match. I think Matt Riddle wins as well. I think Matt Riddle needs to win this match. I think that it's prime for him to win. I'm glad they did take it off of SummerSlam so they can get this heat more heated up as you should say, because it would have been. I think Triple H did the right thing. I think it would have been too early for them to fight each other, and because they didn't really have a story building. But after last Monday's confrontation, I can't wait for this match either. It's gonna be great, man. So I think Matt Riddle takes it. I think he takes the win, and I think the story isn't over with after that. I think they're
it's just getting started. I think it might go all the way to Mania.
Of a couple months.
Go ahead, Leo.
I'm kind of torn right now because it got personal, and when somebody talks about your wife, you want to beat them to a bloody pulp.
And your kids.
and your kids too. Now, I will say this. Seth, he needs a win. He's been losing a lot. He's lost to Cody. He couldn't win Money in the Bank. And it's like you can't and we're both looking at two of Triple H's guys right now. So it can go either way. I would say we can do this. Seth wins here, but not in a clean fashion. And then we keep this feud going to Extreme Rules, and then you can have Riddle win there. But I think right now, Seth Rollins is my pick to win here. Seth Rollins. I'm going for Seth Rollins.
You mean pumpkin spice?
I'm going for the Joker.
Go ahead, Key. I'll get Queen Mia last but not least. But go ahead, Key, real quick.
Alrighty, I'm gonna second what Leo said here. I do think Seth Rollins needs this win just because as Triple H is coming back, a lot of things are gonna change. And I do believe that what was going on with the whole Vince situation, he didn't have anything for Seth Rollins. Seth was everywhere. All of the big fights he should have won, he lost. So it's like he needs this win against Matt Riddle more than anything because this can boost his momentum towards a title. It could boost his momentum to even just go on a win streak in general to show that he is still a legitimate player and has a bigger role in WWE than most people can see. But as of right now, if somebody was just to turn on their TV and watch WWE for the last couple months, they would just assume Seth Rollins is just a normal jobber who was put in a big fight field and couldn't get the job done. But I think Seth Rollins could be restored to his prestigious class as he was back in 2015, 2016, 2017, and 18. So I think he needs this. So I'm going to just go ahead and say Seth Rollins.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the final word on this topic in this match.
I'm also gonna go with Seth Rollins to win here. Not
Seth
only
freaking Rollins. You gotta say the freaking.
Seth freaking Rollins. I'm gonna go ahead and say that he needs. Not only does this make sense for the feud, but it also makes sense for Seth Rollins because I don't know who said it, but somebody said that Matt Riddle was a Triple H guy, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I don't agree with that there. I think that he's cool, but I would not go. I mean, I don't think he's cool, honestly. I don't really give a shit about him. Like, if he was unemployed tomorrow, it wouldn't make me no difference. However, I think that he. Why are y'all laughing? I'm just being serious. I'm just saying.
Because you're wrong yourself for saying.
I'm just saying he doesn't.
Yeah, I don't care if he was going tomorrow.
He doesn't.
The
make
man
any
lost his
difference
wife and kids. What else do you want to take from him?
Listen,
his job.
I'm just saying.
Manhood.
If he was no longer
wanna take
employed
his
by
damn soul.
WWE, like it wouldn't. Like I can take him out of WWE, and like it's not gonna make any difference for me. That's just what I meant by that. I'm not saying I want him to be employed. I'm just saying that if he was, I can't. You know, if he was, then it's like it's whatever. If he's here, if he's not here, it doesn't make me never mind. That's just what I don't want him to be unemployed, but I'm saying if he was, it wouldn't make me never mind. I wouldn't care about it. However, because Seth Rollins has not had a prominent or even decent victory, basically this entire year, I think that he has more than earned a victory. And again, it makes more sense for this rivalry to see that he is the victor, and we do get a very extreme match. And yeah, I think that's it. Seth freaking Rollins was going to take the win tonight. Well, tomorrow night.
What did Brock say to Heath?
Tomorrow afternoon.
F your kids. That's what he said to him. F those kids.
I don't give a about your kids.
Now, I do think Seth Rollins has taken a lot of losses, but I think he's kind of one of those bulletproof people. Kind of like, if you think about MJF, just to kind of compare real quick, he lost a lot in AEW, like in pay-per-views, but he's so bulletproof and great that like Seth just creates heat. I still think we're going to get another Seth Roman match if Roman keeps his belts, especially because they need people for Roman to fight, and they kind of teased it a few weeks back. And I do think that Matt Riddle is going to win here, but I do think this could be a feud that extends. But what I want to see Seth Rollins come in at number 1 at the Royal Rumble, and then at number 2, Cody's music hits. And then at the last 2 left, and Cody wins the Royal Rumble and goes on to WrestleMania and beats.
Oh my gosh, he's gonna win the title!
Yeah.
All right, I have another thing to add. I have something to add.
Go ahead.
Now, to the Matt Riddle match, right? There is a factor that I believe we are missing here, which could be the return of Randy Orton during this match. Just because Randy Orton has not been brought up, hasn't been spoken of, anything of that nature. I mean, he's been mentioned here and there, but as far as him wrestling, I do believe that there could be a spot in this match where we know Matt Riddle going for the high knees and the normal knees and Seth Rollins high knees, where the ref is going to get knocked out. And I do believe that either Randy Orton's going to turn on Riddle or he's going to RKO Seth Rollins, and that's how Riddle's going to get this win.
I like how you think, man, because that could actually really happen. That could happen.
Someone's literally said, "What if we got Bray Wyatt? Because you know Bray Wyatt and Seth have some heat. Now you have Bray Wyatt come back, target Seth Rollins as his first opponent back, and you drag that out for whatever pay-per-view you have in the future. I don't know what pay-per-view I can see it happening, but I don't know. I think there's gonna be some shenanigans though. I will say that.
I definitely could see Bray Wyatt coming back, but I think he'll come back around Survivor Series. I think that could be the big returning point because Survivor Series is already sold out, which is probably gonna be crazy. Like I said, I think we're getting War Games, and I think we get either Bray Wyatt or something. But any surprise returns? I know we kind of mentioned a bunch of them. Any particular ones y'all want to highlight that you think is coming back? Anybody particularly?
Okay, I've seen this one. I don't know if it can happen. What if Tegan Knox comes back?
Oh God!
And instead of going against Dakota, because you know they had they issues when Dakota turned, but this time she sides with Dakota and joins Bayley in her faction.
Don't get blocked from these lives.
Oh, Cody runs WWE Queen.
Hey, you can't block. He's an administrator.
Stop playing with me. Y'all always bugging me with this. Leave me alone.
I would love to see going to Impact. I beg your pardon.
That's right, Queen Mia. Laugh at Impact.
Going to Impact.
There you go.
Impact's a joke.
It really is. I'd rather him go to AEW.
I have a question. Are we not getting Austin Theory and Gargano on this card?
No. They're probably not going to
get.
I think you're going to get it at Extreme Rules.
I thought I saw that somewhere, but okay, because that was going to be my free space, my free victory for whoever.
I'm going to highlight Randy Orton.
Hold on.
Somebody said,
you turned into a robot. You turned into a robot.
You sound like a robot, bro.
Yeah. You got to leave and then come back.
I'm trying to figure out what my free space going to be. I'm going to have my free space probably be... I ain't going to do it. I was
giving everybody a free point. So everybody starts with a point.
Yes, everybody gets a free one. Oh, listen. You know what? Speaking of, because the reason why I didn't give out my free space was because I thought that Gargano and them was going to be on this card. But since they're not on this card, I'm going to put my free space on the Judgment Day match. And they can have that. So I'll take
put mine to the main event match and leave it at that.
I'm gonna take the winner of that one.
Go ahead.
I'm just gonna.
All right. I said I want to pinpoint 3 returns here. I'm gonna go ahead and say Randy Orton for one for that Matt Riddle match, and even if it's not a Matt Riddle match, I do think that we'll get a Randy Orton return in some form, whether it's a promo, him being backstage, something like they did with Dexter Lumis, where it's just a hand or they hinted, right? I'm going to go ahead and say this might be a far shot, but for the Roman Reigns match, what if instead of a Uso or a Sami Zayn or any of those, we get a Fiend return, considering what happened with Braun Strowman and the Fiend, and Roman Reigns when Roman Reigns returned with Paul Heyman. We could get a Fiend return during that match, which kind of scrambles everything. And then, just for, fun and games, I'm going to go ahead and say Charlotte. Just because we know how her dad is. She's, 16-time women's champ at this point? 17?
34,314.
Yeah, but I'm going to just go ahead and say she returns. And I'm going to just go ahead and throw her in the title scene just because it's Charlotte.
She needs to be in that women's tag division.
Oh, man. You know what? I forgot about Sami Zayn. So this is what I think is going to happen. The Usos, I think you can go into the UK with DUIs, so they can They can drink with the Queen. I think you can go to the UK. They couldn't go to Canada.
Now, why would you say that?
Well, everybody was
He
running.
got a point, though.
He does.
And the Usos' brother too. He might make his debut.
Roger, don't say that.
I didn't say it. I didn't say it.
You know what you did. You know what you did.
What are you talking about? That's what they called him. Then they called
I ain't gonna lie, he has more DUI than Kareem Abdul points.
I do think the Usos try to interfere with Sami Zayn.
They did, but don't say it.
I'm gonna just say that the Usos have to interfere with these DUIs first. So they're gonna be fighting battles before they can get in.
Based on Google, as of 2 minutes ago, you can enter the UK with DUIs. Now, what I do think is going to happen is that the White Oos, Sami Zayn, is going to try to come out with him, and he's going to screw everything up. And I think Tyson Fury is going to punch Sami Zayn because everybody's going to love to see Sami Zayn get knocked out. Like with the Johnny Knoxville thing, he's just going to play into the whole thing. And I think that Drew's going to get the DQ win, send the fans home happy. Roman keeps his belt. I do think Solo Sikoa is coming, but in a couple weeks. And I do think we get the KO story develop more with Sami Zayn. Like, hey, look, they treat you like a joke. You got knocked out because of them. And they're going to come for those tag titles, which I think is going to happen.
But what do you about this?
I said that early.
They've been kind of teasing, Sammy trying to get into the bloodline, and it's like him and Jay have a little tension. I'm not going to say this is going to happen, but just by a long shot. Sammy comes down there, try to help Roman. It ends up backfiring, and Sammy ends up screwing it up and gets Roman beat. And he loses his title because Sammy wants to be a dummy and cost the match and cost Roman a match. And then, Roman, he's going to be pissed. He has no titles. Jay, he can't stand him. And now Jimmy, he's probably just going to fall in line. They're just going to kick him out the bloodline. Then he's going to team up with Kevin. You get them at Extreme Rules or Survivor Series.
Okay, I'm gonna say something about that. I'm gonna put it like this, right? If Sammy does screw this matchup, they are not letting Sammy leave the arena without him going through a table, a barricade, something of that nature. And then I believe that that's what's gonna open up for Kevin Owens to run down to the ring, help Sami Zayn. So it's gonna be Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, and Kevin Owens fighting the bloodline by the end of the show. If that does happen.
Because Sammy, he kind of messed stuff up. So if he gets Roman's not gonna like it. And
that's Seth Rollins 2.0 right there. I know y'all seen the suit.
And it's true. But the thing is, like y'all, I get what y'all said, and y'all right. I don't think Roman should lose the title before the Usos do. But what if I'm pretty sure what they wanted to change everything and they want to flip everything upside down. What if you did have Roman lose the title before the Usos? Because people wouldn't expect that. And sometimes in wrestling, you have to expect the unexpected. When you think something happens, something else just happens right then and there. So that's why I said Drew, because sometimes you have to expect the unexpected. He didn't get his win that we all wanted him to have at WrestleMania. He could get that, and then you split the titles from there. Or you can do what I said earlier and have Theory cash in. You have a win-win. You keep Roman looking strong. You still have him with the title, but you still in the WWE title back to Raw. Have Theory hold it. Have him lose it to Seth Rollins or Kevin Owens. Then whoever's champion by the WrestleMania or Rumble, you have Cody win the Rumble, challenge Seth Rollins, and you have that match at WrestleMania. Or you could have Roman retain, and he loses it at Elimination Chamber. He defends both titles inside the Elimination Chamber. And everybody in that match teams up to get Roman taken out first.
All right. I can see that.
Yeah.
I like all these scenarios. I like all I mean, this is why I'm so glad Vince is gone. This is why I am so glad that this
I have something else to add to that.
Because all of this can happen now. All of this can happen.
Exactly.
Okay, but I'm going to say one that is least likely to happen, but it will be the most interesting. Suppose Roman Reigns does lose one of these belts for the Usos, right? If Solo Sikoa does come to the main roster, we already, when he first came to WWE, and this is going to be censored out, I'm going to keep this as PG as possible. He said he's nobody's itch, and he also said he doesn't bow to no tribal chief. He said this in NXT. So if Solo is coming and Roman Reigns does somehow manage to lose that belt, I do see the Usos and Solo turning their back on Roman because it's like, you're the tribal chief. We still have 2 belts. You lost yours. And they kind of realized, we've been your crutch. You've relied on us to keep you champion for this long, which could eventually send Roman into a mid-card seed. That way, you have more opportunity for a Gargano to go for a title and not get squashed or beat by Roman. You have opportunities for Tommaso Ciampa, for Austin Theory to actually have a decent reign if that's what they choose to do.
Absolutely. And like you said, that could send Roman into like a madness, and he cannot stop. He just goes around and start beating everybody that comes across his path until you have The Rock stop him. And this goes on for the rest of the year. The Rock comes back and he says, "What happened to you, Roman? What happened to my cousin? What happened to my family? I used to trust you. I love you," or whatever he said something on my
Put you in my movies.
Exactly. And then he says, "And this is how you repay me?" And this leads to The Rock versus Roman for no titles. Just a straight up one-on-one match, because I think this match doesn't need a title to sell this match. The feud that these guys are going to have is going to sell. If somebody automatically hears The Rock is fighting Roman, people are automatically going to tune in, title or no title. And I think the title is going to be second fiddle. The title is going to be second fiddle, if anything. So you have to have, or you're going to have this match, but I don't think titles need to be involved just to make this match even better than there already is.
Exactly.
Agreed. I got to go back to everybody's predictions so I can write them down for the old scoreboard. So Key, we do predictions, so we keep score, so we just see who gets the most points. So I just want to get everybody's prediction, make sure I got it right. So Queen Mia, just to confirm, give me your prediction for the Roman Drew match real quick. Go ahead, tell me again, please.
Drew's gonna win by disqualification, but Roman is gonna retain.
Raj, you have Roman, right?
Yep.
Key, who?
I have Drew.
I have Drew. I have Drew winning.
Drew, you got Drew winning clean with the belt, winning the belts?
Yes.
All right. Put you in. Key, who did you have again? My bad.
Drew
winning the belts? Okay.
Yep.
I'm just trying to get everybody so I can keep score. Lamar, I know you had Roman. Lamar, you there? I know you there. I'm pretty sure you had Roman.
Yeah, Roman.
Yeah. He had this shirt on. I know he wasn't picking against Roman.
No.
I think everybody had Liv except Queen Mia. Is that right?
Yeah.
I took Liv.
Yeah, we all took Liv.
But I took Shayna. I said that,
you got Shayna?
arm taken out of the socket.
Okay.
Got you. And everybody said Liv. Lamar, you had Roman, right?
Yep.
And you got Liv, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. And then you had Bianca, right, Lamar?
Yep. And I have Edge and Mysterio and
who you got take for a point? Who you got taking the pin if in the tag match? Because that's a bonus point if you get it. If you can call it.
I'm gonna go for Damien.
I mean, in the women's match. My bad. Women's match first. My bad.
Oh, taking the pin.
Yeah.
I got Liv pinning Shayna.
No, in the Bianca.
The 6 women.
The 6 women. Taking the pin. Probably Bailey.
Okay. Oh.
Look at Roger's face.
Nah.
That ain't it. She
just came back.
Screwed up. Like, what did he say?
She ain't taking no pen. She just came back.
What did he say?
If anything, Alexa Bliss is gonna take the pin. Her damn doll's gonna take that one.
It's not a doll, it's a souvenir.
They need to punt that damn thing.
Give her back her old everything, because this shit has never worked.
It's not gonna.
I know
She's a hybrid.
They wanted her to be a top seller so bad with her fake Bray Wyatt.
It lost interest when the feed is gone.
They wanted her to be a top seller so bad, and she never crossed the threshold. She did not.
I'm gonna just say it. Liv would have been better. Everybody predicted it was Liv anyway. Should have just went through with it.
The only thing that made sense to take on that role would have been Nikki Cross, because she's the only one with a sordid kind of past that would have made sense for her to fall into that role. Nikki was the only one, but because they can't make Nikki wear small clothes and sell like that because they don't think that she's sexy, they didn't do it, and this is what we have.
I would marry her.
I'm glad they didn't go with one of the people they were speculating. You know who they were literally speculating? I'm glad they didn't go with her. Dana Brooke. No one would have cared. People would have just like, no reaction.
Dana Brooke can make my catering. That's what she can do.
I'm going to say this as it's on record. If Nikki Cross ever watched this and you're looking for marriage, I'm available.
She's married to Big Damo Killian Dane. So I don't know if you want to say that out loud. Speaking of dating, by the way, Shayna and Dakota are a thing. I don't know if you guys know that.
What?
This is surprising.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that is surprising.
I'm gonna say, y'all,
that's not surprising.
They were on NXT.
Yeah,
guys,
they've been together for a while. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah.
Keep up.
Yeah.
Keep up, people.
Scissor me daddy ass. That's
right. No, Shayna look like she puts on the strap, if you get what I mean.
All right.
Oh man.
He's
We're pedaling forward. We're pedaling forward. Everybody focus.
That's not what she said.
I'm focused.
Right. That is not what she said.
All I'm saying is you gotta know what you're doing. Anytime you get fired from a job and you come back, something gotta be good there. I'm just saying.
Right.
Everybody knows, and the key to the lines is mine.
And what we know they do in the locker room.
I like to feed people meat on Sundays. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Shane likes to feed meat as well.
Queen Mia, you had Team Bianca. Who do you have taking a pin on the damage control side?
Dakota.
Okay. I guess I got to get who everybody's. I know y'all had the Rod. You got the Hills winning. Who you got taking a pin on Team Bianca?
I told you I think Alexa Bliss is gonna take the pin.
Alexa Bliss. We call it something else, but I'm gonna say it right now. Key, you had the Hills winning too. Who'd you have taking the pin?
I'm gonna just go ahead and say Alexa Bliss. I can see it now.
Leo, you had the Hills winning. Who you got taking the pin?
I'm gonna have Asuka taking the pin.
I agree. I have Asuka too taking the pin.
I got a question. Could y'all imagine if Alexa Bliss went for a twisted bliss and got caught with a reverse inverted Bailey to belly?
I can see it happening.
And then she's written off TV for good. Oh, she just comes back as the goddess, which is fine.
Send her to AEW and send us Tessa Blanchard.
Gosh, no, please.
We don't need any more racists in the company. Please. We're good.
Yeah, they did bring Hulk Hogan back.
We're at our limit. We're at our limit.
Yeah,
I wanted Vince was there. That's why.
I wanted Titus to throw him off the Titantron and WrestleMania.
Did y'all see early in the week? Too. Did y'all see early in the week Velveteen Dream got arrested again?
Yes, I seen Patrick get arrested.
Patrick, I don't even want to talk about that, dude.
Oh my God!
Y'all seen the video? Y'all seen the video I sent y'all with Braun in the chat?
I watched it.
Okay, I'm gonna just say this off script. I can imagine him being like R. Kelly in a video, like, "That's not me."
in the Velveteen Dream voice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's going to be him.
It's
going to be him.
He's going to be taking a towel. He's going to be taking a body.
It's going to be a long night.
He's going to take those Warlow power bombs in jail.
Oh man!
Power drop through the goddamn bed spread and shit.
You know what's a match I want to see if they ever bring Wardlow to WWE? Drew McIntyre versus Wardlow.
Oh, okay. You just made the Queen mad. Okay.
He didn't make the Queen mad. The Queen is just chilling.
She's just happy to see
the Queen likes Queen. if y'all haven't noticed, the Queen likes meat. Okay.
I
So,
heard
them two
Wardlow
big
popped
beefy
up.
dudes
I
slapping meat
tuned back
in the
in.
ring.
Can I get a Will Ospreay versus Pete Dunne match? That's all I want in this life. Please. Is that too much to ask?
Hey, sign me up, bro. I'm down.
Mark,
I will not
straight to
acknowledge Hulk
hell is
Hogan
where
as a
you
good.
finna go.
I will not acknowledge. I will acknowledge Roman Reigns before I acknowledge Hulk Hogan as my GOAT. Then
They should have.
But Hogan was my goat at one point.
Before he turned out to be a racist, a raging proud one at that.
They should have had.
Right. Wasn't he caught? The worst part.
Wayne.
What?
The worst part is he was caught making a tape.
We got issues.
He was caught being racist while making a tape. Can we talk about that?
I don't got a problem with racist people, man. I don't.
Listen,
at least
they got a problem with you.
No,
you ain't even do nothing to them.
No, listen.
You just
people. As long as they're overt with it. Now, if they undercover, then that's a whole different story. But if they overt with it, have at it, man. I don't.
What they should have did is when they had. I don't understand why they had Titus.
Lars Sullivan.
That's an old. Hey Mark, that's an old Mel cookie right there, brother.
Oh man.
Hey, I bet you,
old Mel cookie, baby.
I bet you, Lars Sullivan and Velveteen are roommates. They cellmates right now.
Just like Pat and Corbin.
Oh my god!
But I don't understand why they did Hulk and Titus as hosts. You know what? For like Titus couldn't stand.
They should have had Titus.
Okay, wait, because this is what nobody's mentioning. The fact that this man literally made a racist comment while in the middle of intercourse. Are we gonna skip past that? Not only did you get caught making a racist remark, you got caught, as The Rock would say, laying the pipe.
Bro. Sometimes when you about to bust, that you about that
red flag.
Okay, wait, we gotta get back on track because I don't want no little kids to watch this and take it to their mom.
Real quick. I think everybody had Gunther, Seth, Queen, me, and Lamar, right? Y'all had Sheamus, right?
Absolutely. I'm going Sheamus all the way.
God damn it, I'm tired, man.
They had the adult Chucky winning.
Oh man. And then all right, who had Queen Me, you had Seth, right? You had Seth, right?
One more time.
You had Seth, right? You're not a Riddle guy.
I did have Seth freaking Rollins.
Rod, you had Riddle, right?
Yes, I had Riddle. Yes.
Key, you had Seth.
Yep. I need
Leo,
Seth Rollins.
You had Seth?
Yes, I had Seth.
And I think Lamar, you had Riddle with me, right?
Yep.
Matt,
you have
Riddle.
Tarzan winning.
And then I think Judgment Day. Mysterio on the Judgment Day.
Free
Lamar,
space.
you had the Ray and Edge winning.
Yeah,
you said
I think I'm using my free space on the Living Shayna match though.
I'm using it on the main event. I'm just going to be honest. I'm going to use it on
everybody gets a free space, man. Everybody has 1 point already. Okay, you don't get to pick the point; you get the point automatically. The matches is where the points differentiate themselves. Okay. But you got Ray and Edge. You got Priest taking the pin, right, Lamar?
Yep.
Queen Me and who you got winning? You said Judgment Day.
I have the winner or whatever. This is where I'm using my space. How did we get to change where we had already?
All I'm saying is if you get to choose your free space, that's not cool. We just give everybody a point, and then the match is the course.
But what kind of sense does that make to just everybody just has one?
It's called fairness.
Because you wanted the free space, I gave you
everybody
the free space.
Everybody's gonna have the same amount of points, but it's
called desegregation.
That point. You have a shirt decision on all that.
Everybody starts, and so instead of everybody starting at 0, everybody starts at 1. That way
everybody does start at 0, and the points just accumulate as the matches go on. If you're gonna take the winner of a certain match, then that's the one that you take.
It's called socialism.
Plus, it's too close to like a title match too. So
Queen, who did you have winning this match?
I'm taking Judgment Day.
Who takes the pin? Rey Mysterio or Edge?
Ray.
Yeah. Key, who you had? You had Judgment Day, right?
Judgment Day.
And who takes the pin?
Dominic.
On this day.
He's gonna say the mullet.
Clearly,
You said Judgment Day.
that
You said
is
Jonathan
gonna
Takes
get
Yeah, I'm gonna just go ahead and say that's how the heel turn's gonna happen. He's just gonna roll out the ring and be like, "F this."
I wouldn't be surprised.
Okay.
He has to go through the initiation too.
Leo, who takes the pin?
I'm gonna have Ray take the pin here. Judgment Day wins. Ray takes the pin.
And Dominic joins Jericho Appreciation.
He said that I'm dead.
No, he just says I'm out. He acknowledges
Jericho Appreciation, and that's a different company.
he acknowledges Rio.
Now I know it's a different company, but that's what I'm saying. He go get tired of Triple H's
kind of still
BS.
fits.
I think I
He
got
gets tired of
everybody.
Triple H's BS and leaves.
He's gonna
I think I got
acknowledge Rio.
everybody picked
He's gonna go
as
through the
well.
initiation, and that's it.
Lamar, you and your wife doing the same picks? Y'all doing the same ones?
Yeah.
I just put y'all as a tag team, man. I got you. Anything else? Oh, Leo, brother, what's your channel, bro? I got your channel in the description, by the way. So if you're in the description, hit Leo's channel, follow him, subscribe to his channel. But what you got on your channel? What you got coming up?
So I do have some horror videos coming up on the way. We're at 385. We just hit 385 this morning. We're on the road to 400. Just keep running up the likes, the comments, subscribes. I appreciate everybody who subscribed, everybody who's going to subscribe in the upcoming weeks and days. I appreciate everybody.
Oh
You be
wait,
back with us tomorrow, right?
can I say something?
Sure, you can.
Yes.
Thank you, Leo. Listen, do you have a Twitch?
No, I'm gonna create one though. I'm gonna create one. I'm thinking about it.
I think a good way for you to start off your Twitch would be for you to do like a donation. Like, do you like to eat?
Of course.
Okay, so then I think that you should do a donation thing where like the more donations you get, the more you eat, and you're gonna eat like do like a, if you can do like a 24-hour stream or a 12-hour stream, like where you're just streaming straight, and then the more donations you get, the more food you're eating. So you can do like pancakes or like something that is kind of filling but not too much will make you sick. But like the more donations you get, the more pancakes you eat, and you're gonna be doing it throughout the entire stream. I think that gives people an incentive, because people either want to see you complete the challenge or they want to see you get fucked up. So either of those things.
I'm gonna donate $1.
How about
every
this?
2 minutes?
How about
$1
this?
every
You
2
gotta give you
minutes.
some incentive
How about this?
to subscribe and
I'll do everybody one better. For every donation, I'll eat one of the hottest wings on the Buffalo Wild Wings menu.
I'm donating $1 every minute.
You asking for trouble with that.
I'm about to say,
Yeah, I was gonna say TP for the butthole.
But listen, that's how you gonna go viral.
Hey, look, but Eli, I'll
I
put it
like
like
my
this.
food though.
I mean, not
Just
Eli,
make sure
Leo.
you have hella milk.
I just meant Eli. Leo. So look, if you ever need a song, because I'm already working on my album, just for this is your first time meeting me. I make music. I am gonna I am gonna shout out the stream. I have 2,000 followers on Instagram, so I'll get the channel, forwardly pushing. For all the wrestling fans who follow me. So if you ever need an intro song, Leo, or you just want more followers or something like that, I'll definitely, send some people your way.
Most definitely appreciate it, bro.
Period.
Yeah, Key. You're new here, but hopefully it's not your last time. Are you joining us tomorrow for the stream?
Yeah, of course.
How can they follow you? How can they keep up with you as well?
Huh?
How can they follow you? How can they keep up with you?
All right. So I have every social media: Discord, Snapchat, Instagram, all of that. Leo is also a close friend of mine.
So
what's your Snapchat? What's your
Oh, my bad.
Yeah.
So on Instagram. Okay, I got you. So on Instagram, if you search 4kbands_official, it'll pop up. If you look at my story, you'll just see a bunch of celebrities looking at my story being weird. I don't remember my Snapchat 100%. Oh yeah, Queen, I seen your face. Yeah, I had to show Leo earlier. A bunch of random rappers are like stalking my page. Like, they're verified.
Yeah.
They just don't say anything. They just view my story. Okay, so 4kbandsofficial on Instagram, or I don't even remember my Snap, but my Discord should be iSnapsYT8884.
Bet. We're gonna get all your links and stuff tomorrow. We'll plug you. You'll be here tomorrow. Leo, I know you'll be here tomorrow.
most definitely.
Lamar, I know you'll be here tomorrow. What's your TikTok, brother? You doing all the viral challenges?
Yeah, Nightmare Killer on TikTok, and just see me on Facebook as
Queen Me.
I mean, my name's the same, just
Right.
different.
Queen Me, I know you'll be all around, but
I'll pop in and out periodically, maybe after every match, maybe not. It depends. If you want to follow me, you can definitely follow me on IG. That's Queen_Mia, 2 A's, 2 9s. And that's it.
and last but not least, the man who makes this stream possible, social media producer of the Flex Zone, Big Raj. Tell the people how to keep up with us, what they need to do, and how to follow you, and where we'll be tomorrow on the stream.
Well, hopefully I'll be on time with the stream because I'll be doing some work tomorrow. But I'm gonna make the stream tonight so you can be set up for tomorrow. But please, man, if y'all enjoying the content, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're new, hit the bell for notifications. We do a lot of wrestling content on here. We do a lot of other sports as well. A lot of Ravens, a lot of Orioles, a lot of Lakers, and some other stuff. The Commanders. So please hit that like, hit that bell, and definitely follow us, man, because we hit over 1,000 this week, and we're trying to we hit over 1,000, and we're trying to do better than that. So just hit keep following us, keep subscribing, and let everybody know that the Flex Zone podcast.
Hey, appreciate y'all time. I know it got a little late, but less than 12 hours, the stream will be starting for Clash of the Castle.
I'm good with coffee and energy drinks, so
Weird.
I'll have one or the other.
I got my Red Bull ready, bro.
Yeah,
Got the Red Bull, the coffee, everything ready.
hours myself, and
We'll give you
See
wings.
you all later. Good night.
yeah. Good night,
Good
y'all.
night.
Everybody.
Peace.
See y'all
Sweet
tomorrow. Everybody.
I'll see y'all tomorrow. See y'all in the chat.
All right, man.
All right, bye.